How and when did you want to become a composer?
How did I want to become a composer? That's quite a long, drawn out story. But I'll start in high school where I did as much musical involvement as I possibly could. Pep band, jazz band, orchestra, swing choir, or classical choir, and then I practiced in the band room in between classes. So I wasn't really sure I wanted to be a composer at that point, but I knew I wanted to be involved in music. So I went to college and ended up in Los Angeles. I worked in Los Angeles and Hollywood for a publishing company for about 7 years, doing arrangements and MIDI programming and songwriting and just about anything I could get my hands on. And then finally I got a chance to submit my music to the head of music at Hanna-Barbera 7 years after I started in Hollywood. And that was the time that it really clicked and it made sense. And that kind of set me on my path as a composer.
What What do you think is the most challenging thing about becoming a composer, and what's the biggest challenge when you are a composer?
Definitely now, today, the most challenging thing about becoming a composer is busting through the ocean of composers who are out there going for the jobs. Um, when I started 30 years ago, it was a pretty big pool, but it's not nearly as big as it is now. So you to go into something like composing, you need to want it really, really bad. So the reason you need to want it bad is because of the competition that you're up against, and to fight through all the myriads of composers that are out there submitting for the jobs, you have to have some tenacity. You have to have some follow through. You have to believe in yourself. That's one thing. If you don't have that and you're not sure you want to do it, I advise you look for something else, because you will need that stamina. My second piece of advice is believe in your talent. And we all have different abilities and different gifts, but you're going to need to know that you can do it. Your talent will lead you through. The belief in wanting to do it isn't enough. The belief without the talent is another good reason not to go down this path, because if you believe in yourself as much as you need to and don't deliver the product, it's just going to be an uphill battle that I really recommend you reconsider if you don't think you have the talent.